what's up? It's Shauna. I'm so excited to be back today and talking about my recent reads. So I don't even know, this last month in May, it's like June 8th when I'm filming this, and I don't even know, like, I don't know what happened to May. It's just gone. And I feel like I read nothing, but I did a lot of rereads last month. And so first I'll talk about those, I suppose. I believe I reread 3, 4, and 5 for the Harry Potter series because my husband has been reading with me this time. I reread those. And obviously I enjoyed them just as much as I did the first time, and it was really exciting being able to talk to him about them. And it's been a while since I reread them, so it's been really interesting seeing the things that I actually forgot about. So that's been really cool. The other books that I reread this month were Caraval and Legendary by Stephanie Garber in prep for finale coming out earlier in May. And this is one of my favorite series, so I was super pumped about it. I'm currently like 140 pages in. It's just been super slow getting back into it. I don't know, I just felt like my personal life was just so busy, and maybe by the time this video goes up I'll have finished it, but I am so excited. It's so good and I'm loving it. It's just like I can never find time to read it. So there's that. As for actual books, I've had a really terrible month. Like awful for my new books because 2 of them I DNF'd and the third one, oh no, I did read 2. So 2 of them I DNF'd, the other 2 I was just okay with. So the ones that I reread, I still love them, but I didn't read any more awesome books this month. And that makes me really sad because the other months I've read so many books that I really liked. So I'll start with the 2 books that I did read, and that was The Book of Lies by Terry. And this book, it was okay. Her writing style was very smooth. It was very easy to go along with. However, it really lacked in the character development at first. There's 2 sisters, and it was very hard for me to decipher them at first. But then when they finally started showing, like one of them is a spoiled brat and the other one lived in this life of like poverty, but it made her sound like she was honestly abused. And when the secrets start to unroll and everything, the sisters just, it became very obvious who the bad one was. I had problems with the character consistency because at the end, one of the sisters does something that seems so out of character for her that it just made me cringe. And then it jumps into this like future, and even though she did the right thing, it was like she wouldn't have done that just from what I had learned about her character. So the ending was not good for me. The middle was really interesting. It always kept me having more questions and I wanted to know the answers, but it just wasn't my favorite. I think I maybe gave it 3 stars. I don't remember for sure. Maybe 2. I think I did 2 because I said it was just okay. So that was this book. The second book that I read was Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris. And I really wanted to read a thriller that I really enjoyed. Like, that's all I want in life right now, is to read a thriller that I really enjoy. And I didn't. Again, it was probably 2 stars. It was just okay. I guessed the ending. I wasn't shocked. Basically, it follows a guy who his wife went missing, or his fiance, I don't remember, went missing, and 10 years later he's with her sister and they're about to get married, and then he starts finding these Russian dolls, which was really cool, that were very important to his missing fiance, wife, girlfriend, whatever she was. I wasn't into it. It didn't have anything that really kept my attention and kept me really excited to keep reading. It was just okay, and that was disappointing. But hopefully I'll have more good books to read next month. The other 2 books are my DNF books, and one of them is, I'm so sad about this one because I've been really wanting to read his books for a while, and I really wanted to enjoy it, and it sounded like something I would really like again. But it was Sleeping Beauties by Stephen and Owen King. And maybe this just wasn't the place to start, but I was really expecting this horror Stephen King, like what I pictured him to write. I was expecting something like It. The books that really just scare the pants off of you. And this one fell so flat. There were so many gosh darn characters that I didn't know what name went with what character half the time, because we were jumping from so many perspectives that it was so much more political than it was horror filled, and it just wasn't what I was expecting when I went in to this book. I already watched too much of the news as it is. I didn't need another political message thrown in my face. So I was really bummed out that this didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and I'm really hoping for some more suggestions on some of his books that you guys thought were really good, that you really enjoyed, but maybe on the shorter side, because I don't want to get through 98% of the book like I did this one and realize I just didn't give a crap anymore what happened. It was like torture reading it near the end. I was just like, no, you know what? I'm not enjoying this. I'm just gonna put it down, and that's what I did. If you guys have any recs of Stephen King books that you really enjoyed, please, please, please let me know, because I do want to try him again. I did like his writing style. I just don't think that this book was the book for me. The other DNF I had was The Danger Box by Blue Belliette. I picked up this book because, for one, it was really cheap at Ollie's, and for 2, the formatting was really cool, and because when I opened it up, it made it seem like it was a game. So the game begins, it's got all these cool things, and I was like, oh, interesting. And then I read the first line, and it says, 12 words painted in gold ink on the wall of an office in Dearborn, Michigan. And I'm like, ha, I'm from Michigan. That's by me. That's really cool. And so I picked it up, and I was like, The Danger Box sounds like it could be thriller-ish. There was a very, very vague blurb that totally threw me off. So basically, this book just ended up being about a boy who keeps this box of all the dangerous things in his life, and there's an old artifact stolen. And that's basically it, and it was so boring, and I was not enjoying it. So it just was not the book that I expected it to be. It was not something that I enjoyed. So that is it. That is my 2 DNF books of this month. So what have you been reading this month? I would love to hear about it. If you read any of these books, what are your thoughts on it? I'd definitely like to have a discussion down below. So that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for stopping in. I post videos once a week all about books and writing, so if that sounds good to you, I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe below, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!